Alright, so this is the director's commentary for the video that you see here, and the video that is also going to be uploaded without the director's commentary for my unboxing of Final Fantasy 15. This was supposed to come out on the day Final Fantasy 15 was released, but due to some complications with the mail and my computer, you're seeing this video now. So, let's get started. So, right now, you really can't hear the audio because I have muted it, because I cannot seem to find a fine balance where I am talking over the music that is currently playing, but you'll be able to listen to it without the talking here. But basically, this whole part of me walking was filmed on one camera, and then this next section that's coming up is filmed on another camera. And if you are unable to figure out, the two songs that are actually used here are from Final Fantasy 13, The Promise, which is done with the walking here, with the walking down the stairs to the parking lot, and then this one was done is used from Final Fantasy 15's main pause menu music, which is the prelude. And so basically this whole section here is what I think is like a walk from like all the Final Fantasies that haven't played up to 15. So as you saw, like 8 was over in the rocks, 10 and 10.2 HD remastered up in a tree. And so this was filmed at like 9:10 a.m. in the morning. It was freezing, and the grass was kind of wet. I didn't really notice. But yeah, so the way that I filmed this part was I basically filmed I run over and find a good place to place the Final Fantasy game, and then I run back with the camera that's strapped on a tripod on my shoulder that I'm carrying, and I film it that way, and then I put the game, and I stop the filming, and then I pick up the game and then run over to the next place, and then I just you'll get the picture. So this is basically a walk to the mailbox, and luckily that person that owned that car wasn't there, because I probably would have gotten yelled at. But yeah. So this is like, this whole entire section is a walk to the mailbox, and the audio, it was really windy outside, so the only reason why I didn't keep in the original audio and actually instead have music into it was basically to not rape your ears from the wind. But yeah, this was a pretty cool idea that I had. I have another idea that does this. I'll let you know in like a trailer-ish for it, which is actually going to be something very special. So you'll look forward to that sometime in like January or February. And so the scene that comes up with the mailboxes, I actually forgot the mailbox that is what was ours, and so basically I simulated that like I was breaking into a mailbox and stealing my own stuff. Like look at me right here. I'm like like I just ripped out the mailbox and stole my own games. I look at the camera like, oh yeah, I stole this. So the Final Fantasy 13 series is actually one of my favorite series, and the signatures on Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns are actually from the voice actress of Lightning. I have a picture of me and her at a convention, and it was pretty fun. So this section right here was basically like the disappointing walk back home. And I had like a speech, and I forgot what I said. I think it was on the longer lines of, "I can't believe it's not here. There's always like tomorrow." And this I actually had to fake this part because I wanted to film the first half and then film the second half when the game arrived, and the game did not arrive until like Thursday, which was the 1st of December, because there was some complications with the mail. And I'm not sure if it's like on the UPS's fault or Square Enix's fault. I'm just going to assume that since it's December, that they had some things. So the way the box that I used here was actually an Amazon box that had an early Christmas present from my grandparents, which was an external hard drive. So that's why the box kind of looks really weird in this. And so here comes I think this is something I could have done better, but it was like a one-time thing, and so I just kept it in. Or I never wanted to redo it, because you already know what's already in it, and I wanted to keep what was in it a surprise. That's why you see this being like done the first time. I promise I'll get better at unboxings in the future. But this was filmed on Thursday, December 1st, when the game actually came in. And so this is the deluxe edition, if you couldn't tell. And so I did a really bad job of showing things. I should have had a light, like a light strapped to the tripod that was beaming on it. But I'm stupid. So basically, the two things that you see here are the deluxe edition, and since I ordered it from the Square website, they gave me like 5 postcards that have like scenes from Final Fantasy 15 in it. So you'll see that in its glorious bad way. So there's that. And so the deluxe edition comes with Final Fantasy 15, as you can see from the left side, and the CGI feature-length film of Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15. I actually enjoyed Kingsglaive and the Brotherhood anime, mainly because it was pretty neat. So the art on the box right here is from I forget the person who actually did the art, but it's literally titled The Big Bang Art because it has all the summons on it. It has like Shiva, Ifrit, Bahamut. And so I cover this up, which is like the DLC codes. I could have just shown it, honestly, and just said that like you'll never get the codes because I already redeemed it. Wahahaha. So this is actually a pretty neat addition. This is actually like a piece of paper, and it says "Thank you for your support," and it's signed by like 100 different Japanese workers at Square Enix, and I think there's actually some English people, like from Square Enix America. Just look at all the signatures. So that's actually a pretty nice thing that they're like, "Oh, thanks for your support for like 10 years of not giving up on Final Fantasy 15 or Versus 13 at the time when it was announced as." So I really enjoyed it. And as there's actually a mistake that you can't see here because they have like this thing where they advertise some of their games. And since this game is supposed to come out on like September 30th, there's actually a mistake on the back side of it with Kingdom Hearts 2.8. You can't really see the release date, but it says like December 31st, 2016, because that's like a placeholder date, but it's actually like in January. And so another thing that I didn't show off here is that if you actually take the game in the movie out, it actually has a like some art from where the two things sit, and it shows like where the movie is. It shows the Kingsglaive, like from the members from Kingsglaive in the from the poster or like the DVD cover or whatever, and then on the other one it shows Noctis and friends walking with Ignis in the car. So these postcards are actually pretty good. The first one right here that I'm pointing at in the video is actually my favorite, because it shows the best female Final Fantasy character in this game. Her name is Aranea Highwind, and she's pretty cool. So this one's basically like the road trip. This is like Noctis sightseeing with some stuff that I don't even know what's in the game from the game. This is Lunafreya. It's pretty cool. And then this one I think is like Noctis before he leaves. So yeah, like 5 postcards you get with this. And so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to collect the postcards as a collector's item, because I don't usually send postcards. If I want to send some family members something, I just call them and be like, here's a picture of what I did. I don't know, maybe I'll send a postcard someday. So this is pretty much the coming of the end of the video. So, yeah. And so, I'm gonna end the director's commentary here. So, thank you for listening for Project 15, the video title that I named right here. And, see you in another director's commentary.